Hey guys, and welcome back to another Pokemon leaks and theories. Today we got quite a lot to go through, including Generation 10 leaks. We got some big Pokemon Legends Z-A leaks. It's gonna be quite a big one. I've been doing YouTube for a while now, and I'm very happy with where I am. But I do want more, and I want 5,000 subscribers, more specifically by the end of the year. Any help to get that will be greatly appreciated. Mainly, you can subscribe. This would really help bump that number up. But the best thing you could do as well is also like the video. This will push the video out to more people, getting more people subscribing, and that would be fantastic. Any help would be greatly appreciated. Enjoy the video. We're gonna be starting off with the least likely one today. Apparently, Pokémon Legends Z-A in May 2026 will be getting a free DLC, which there's so many things that kind of don't make sense. It was originally posted on 4chan, so that in itself is a massive kind of eye-opener in the sense of kind of don't trust this, but it's always fun to look into. We've got quite a few 4chan to go through today. So like I said, they're going to be saying it's going to have a free update, which that's not going to be true, let's be honest. If Pokemon can make money, they will. It's going to be adding 5 new Mega Evolutions. One is Bouffalant, which, okay, fine. You know, that's not necessarily, oh my god, we need it, or it's not really a case of, well, who really cares, to be honest with yourself. It's going to be adding 30 returning Pokemon, which kind of makes sense, I guess. There's nothing outrageous about that. Gives 3 new missions, which, okay, like, it doesn't seem like an incredible amount in regards, but it is meant to be free. Roughly 3 hours playtime, which is about the normal time frame you get for a DLC. And a new character introduced called Marcus. Now, like I said, this isn't going to be true. Let's be honest with each other. The fact that it's going to be a free DLC kind of instantly goes a bit like, nope. Like, there is no way that Pokemon will release a free DLC. Don't get me wrong, if this is true, fantastic. I'm sure it'll be decent. If it's a free DLC, you can't really shit on it if it's bad. But it's not going to be true. Let's be honest, it's not going to be true. Going back to our trivia question for Pokemon, this week's question is going to be which Pokemon has the highest base total of all non-legendary, non-mythical, and non-paradox Pokemon as of the latest generation. Let me know in the comments below if you know the answer. Going into the next one, we have this Pokemon picture from Generation 10 that's meant to have been leaked, and I mean, I don't know what to think about it. It's just, but for me, it kind of looks like a Pidove that's kind of flying through a street. It could be very easily rendered, quite simply. It is, once again, come from 4chan, so take it with a massive grain of salt in that regards, but it looks pretty decent. Obviously, it's taken by lots of things off of phone because you've got the massive cursor in the middle, but it's just a case of, it's just a Pokemon flying through the air. Like, for me personally, this could be literally nothing. It's more than likely going to be nothing. I know there are some rumors about the newest generation being called Winds and Wakes and something like that. We got no real information about the new Generation 10 that's going to be coming out next year. But this is the first image that's been leaked. And let's be honest with each other, same as the last one, it's not going to be true. But it has been popping around, and it's quite an old leak actually, so I thought it was definitely something worth talking about. Let me know in the comments if you think it's real. Okay, going back to the old reliable Twitter, PoriLeaks has had something to say. So someone has tweeted out called Cardinals, we'll call him, a highly accurate recreation of the Pokemon Legends Z-A Pokedex based on the leaks. So see, Pokemon Legends Z-A has been extremely leaked. This is a game that probably has been, apart from maybe Scarlet and Violet, this has had quite a few leaks. Now, obviously, Scarlet and Violet had that massive leak back just before the game came out. We did cover a lot of it, and I got quite a bit of views from that, so thank you. But there has been some major leaks about what the Pokedex screen will look like, and this is what they're saying it's going to look like. And, oh god. And it looks very, very cool. I quite like it, to be honest with yourself. If that's how it looks, I would be pretty happy. I think it looks really cool. This is also meant to be, I'm guessing, what Mega Starmie looks like, because its legs look a little bit too long to be a normal Starmie, or maybe that's just them having fun. But PoriLeaks says extremely close, but not quite exactly. And this person tweeted, if you got leaks, just post them, man, or at least link them. And then PoriLeaks said, from what I'm seeing, there's a bunch of images, but no one is brave enough to post them publicly. It's really dangerous. That's Pokemon for you. Nintendo are, like, so incredibly frigid in the sense, like, understandably, they've spent money to build this game, and people leak every single time, so understandably so. But obviously, people are so scared to release stuff. There are certain leaks that you see on Twitter that, like, people are brave enough to post on Twitter. I'm not posting it on YouTube because Pokemon aren't watching my videos, but on the off chance that one person who works at Pokemon has a video pop up and watch it and it's mine, I could get sued, and I don't want to be sued, but it's a case of this is a recreation of what it's meant to look like based on the leaks, and apparently this is a very, very accurate representation. Not exactly, but very accurate, and in that sense, if that's what it's going to be looking like, I think that's sick. I like the way that Scarlet Violet did it with little images and the way they did it, and I think this is a really cool way to kind of have it for a futuristic style of game. Moving on over, we now have a new trailer that's meant to be dropping very soon, supposedly. It's a 4chan leak once again, so this is getting into a very, very big grain of salt in this video. But they are saying that a new Pokémon Legends Z-A trailer is due to be released, which I think is relatively believable. I think more of this being a leak, I think this could just be a very good educated guess. But they are saying that we're going to be having a trailer dropped on the 14th of May, so 5 days from now. A release date will be revealed, which... okay, that's probably what they'll need to do in the next trailer. The box art will be revealed as well, which that won't surprise me too much. I think that would be quite cool though. No new Mega Evolutions shown. I can believe that, to be fair. New Professor shown. I'd be very surprised if there's a new Professor. If it's not the normal Professor from Pokemon X, I can't remember his name. That'd be quite... I think it was Sycamore. That'd be quite surprising. All Generation 1 starters and Sycamore... sorry, there's Sycamore. So Sycamore scene. So this, once again... Generation 1 starters being in there. They were quite a big part of Pokemon X and Y. So there's no surprise in that. I hope that we just don't have so much easy access to them as we did before. And then the Zygarde 50% form is going to be shown. And... to be fair, like, I don't actually hate this leak. I think this leak is probably one of the more believable ones we've had, but I still think it's an educated guess in regards to a leak. I definitely think we'll be having a trailer dropped sometime this month, especially if the game's due to be released relatively soon. But you never know. I don't believe that this person has that information, especially because there are rumors saying that they've actually seen the trailer. If they've seen the trailer, then they probably leak an image or something. So, in my opinion, I think that post is probably a little bit on the bullshit end, but I do think they're kind of barking up the right tree in that sense.